Legend of Total War here, and today we got another Saving Your Disaster campaigns, playing as Clan Angrund on Legendary difficulty. This is a fucked up campaign. Now, Clan Angrund's already a difficult campaign just to start with, and things have already gone pretty pear-shaped. Karakisor is currently under siege by 4 full-stack armies, and it's only a level 2 settlement. So, it hasn't got enough there. Like, that's a good amount of defenders. And against even 3 armies, maybe we could have won. But I don't know, against that, that's pretty difficult. In addition to that, we have financial issues. Now, Belagar Ironhammer here, he does actually have Lightning Strike. So, if we could fight one of these armies separately... But the problem is, the time it's going to take to get there, and Karakisor is not really that valuable. So we have to weigh certain things up and have a look. What's the best decision strategically? There is a certain amount of prestige involved in holding onto your capital. But prestige don't pay the fucking bills, right? So, there is another option. We have to try to get money somehow. And the best way for us to get money right now is to sack a rich city. And a rich city is right over here, Sartosa. The pirates of Sartosa are not particularly strong, and they're a decent distance away from the Greenskins. Even if we end up losing all of these fights here, making a beeline straight for Sartosa might actually be a good choice. Now, my thoughts here are whether or not to try to lift this siege here first, and then try to get to Sartosa. I think I might try that first because, like, there's no saving this. We'll just do the best we can against that. But here, we can save that. Now, we don't have much money, and what we could do is demolish this building here just for now, and that'll just buy us a little bit of time with some money before we go broke. So I'm gonna come over here. Now we're gonna lightning strike this guy. Just wondering, no, we shouldn't bother fighting it manually. Yeah, we didn't take any casualties. And the thing is, auto-resolving it generally guarantees you're going to wipe them out. We need casualty replenishment rates, so we'll have to just execute captures. Good, and, you know, we got rid of one of the grudges. Not that that made any real difference. And he got a level up. That is good. Alright, let's have a look. What do we get? I'm glad that he got Inspirational Leader. That is good. Inquiring Mind, that's good as well. Then we've got... what should we get? Yeah, you should definitely have Tactician, but you need more Quarrelers or something. I mean, a little bit. We'll make adjustments to that as we go. Again, probably best option on this is actually an auto-resolve. Yeah, the damage was completely minimal. Again, we auto-resolve so that we wipe them out. We don't have time to run them down all over the place. And that's providing us with some money to... Actually, that might be worth it. Good. So, Xeraxil, for the time being, defended. Just for the time being. Buys us just that tiny little bit of time. Yeah, so we're still going to replenish next turn. That's cool. As in full. Alright, this guy here, this Runesmith, what can we do for him? Yeah, no, that's fine. This Thane can provide us with... let's see... Spreading Public Order's okay. They're very close to Immortality. Maybe Woundmaker. Be good. Oh yeah, Master Engineers, these guys are good. You really should have put more points into this. In mobility is good, but we don't need the boost income. I know you're low on cash, but that's not going to do much. We don't have any artillery right now. But we will eventually, so... I'll put it into Sapper. No, that's a waste. And then another Thane. This guy, there we go, he's immortal. He's not going anywhere now. Cool. And we can recruit some more units. Upkeep plus 10%. Is it supposed to be 50%? Well, whatever, that's fine. Okay, there's a regiment of renown here that would be useful. Don't want to hire just actually, yeah, we'll get this now. It costs 900. I mean, we could always just get it next turn. We'll need to tunnel in the underway to get to here, and then be able to attack that the next turn. If we upgrade this, 300, it'll take us 15 turns to get our money back. This army here is probably going to come over here and attack it. It doesn't matter that much if we lose it, but at least we bought ourselves some time. So I am not going to train anything. Just actually, I'll get one unit of dwarf warriors, just one. That way we've still got room for that one extra artillery. Don't bother building anything else right now. I'll do my best to defend this, but that seems completely hopeless. You know, just a... We really needed some more artillery. Also, it depends on the settlement type. Alright, let's move on. You know what could have been good if I had tried to see if Sartosa would go to war with the Bloody Hands. Oh well, it's too late now. That probably won't. It's legendary difficulty. Diplomacy is kind of hard to do. Okay, it's good that they look. I don't give a fuck about the border princes, so that doesn't bother me at all. And so yeah, now what we're going to do is going to make a beeline for Sartosa. And... Ugh. I should have ended the alliance on my turn. If I do it now, we'll lose reliability. Well, another enemy, what's it matter? It does matter, but... This is why you don't get allies. Sometimes. Well, the siege ended, so I'm assuming that they sallied out and won against the Bloody Hands. That would be good if they did. Must be a defensive alliance because we can't see what happened. Okay, so... Ammunition wagons would be amazing. That would be great if that can get done before the siege happens, but it's not. Alright, let's have a chat to the border princes. I reckon they're pretty much on their way out. Or maybe their settlement actually did get sacked. If we offer a military alliance, if they're on their way out, at least we can get some money out of them before they go.
Never! I will!
Okay. So, Wurzag's there. Based on what I'm seeing, he lost on that attack. Good, that army is now too weak to be able to attack Zarexil. Maybe we'll actually hold out here for a while. But, not really my concern right now. We're at full strength. We need to make our way down here and attack a smaller fish, so to speak. If we upgraded this, we could have gotten Quarrelers, but we're not going to be back here anytime soon, so I don't know if that's going to be wise. Karak Buftar. Maybe we only need to hold on to this for like 4 turns. Even if it comes under siege to make a profit out of that. Oh, shit. Oh, double shit. I forgot to recruit the artillery. Oh, hang on. We don't need it. Luckily, we don't need it. I'll just recruit it when I'm there, so that's okay. Let's see if I can actually get a peace with the bloody heads.
You speedy kicks don't stand a chance. I think you's better run.
No, see, we're with too many people. And they just, even though we're stronger than him right now, he's like, ah, yeah, I can't personally beat you, but my collection of allies will. This is, again, why you really need to do the most you can. And I know it's kind of hard to do it on Legendary, but try to make sure that you don't get, like, dogpiled walls upon you, or else diplomacy just breaks down and just nothing works. So I'm not saying that he did anything wrong in terms of diplomacy, because, like, you can't peace out with Skarsnik. And the Greenskins are going to declare war on you. Now, it might actually be in our best interest if she actually takes Maragliano. Because if she takes Maragliano... I don't think that was actually Aranessa, but whatever. If they take out Maragliano, then I can then take it off them later. Well, here we go. What are we up against here? 1, 2, 3, 4 armies. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, there is a little trick we can do, okay? Now, I'm not going to do it, but in this particular situation, if I was to put the battle timer to 20 minutes, we would win. Because they will not be able to defeat this dwarf army in 20 minutes. Just won't happen. Now, a big problem with this army here is that there's a lot of goblin archers. Now, what that's going to mean is that they're going to be shooting us a lot, and even though these archers are shit, they've simply got enough that they're going to just do shitloads of damage over time. Yeah, I don't see us winning this. I'll just do the best I can. We'll see if we can get any tactical advantages. This is not a good settlement type to hold. The town square thing is right here, which is, if it was here, this would be alright. But see, this part here has got 4 entry points, and it's very close to the walls. So they're able to, the artillery might be able to bomb us from inside here, but we have to protect this. If it was here, we'd have more time, and they'd be able to get more of a choke point situation going on. Doesn't look good. Not only are we badly outnumbered, like we've got iron breakers, right? But we've only got 2. 2 of them cannot take on 4 stacks. Just can't. And we're up against trolls as well, so I don't know. I'll just do the best I can. It does seem pretty hopeless. Yeah, I want to take them off fire at will because, look, if I can get this guy between 700 and 800 kills, that'll be good. That's another thing we could do. We could put miners up on the walls so that they can get the towers to shoot just for a short time. Because if we try to defend the walls, this is what happens. Try and defend the walls, and these guys bog us down, right? We've got all of our melee troops up on the walls to repel their siege towers, right? Then their trolls just break through the gate, and then we've got nothing here. Absolutely nothing here defending it. Or if we do, it's just woefully insufficient. And the thing is, once these guys get up on the wall, then the towers aren't shooting them anyway, so we lose that advantage. Anyway, the wall is too big here, and we have too few troops to properly defend it, so just don't bother. As the saying goes, he who defends everything defends nothing, so don't bother defending it. Alright, we want to get into weird formations, because the whole point of this is to bog down their troops, not to actually fight in melee. Because here's the thing on Legendary difficulty, ranged units is the way to go. That's what gets the kills. Melee units are really just there to hold the line. At least, you know, these particular ones. So we set up with these really long, weird formations. Actually, I can move up a little bit more to there. The whole point of that is to make it so that they clump around here, making it like we've got lots of reserves, so that we can hit them with the artillery. Keep these in reserve for the time being. Because, like, these will be the first, like, the archers that will come through over here, we don't want them getting shot. Even though they've got a lot of armor and everything, they can't block every shot.
War of vengeance!
And we need to keep a sufficient number of troops in reserve. In case they hit the rear there. Yeah. The big problem here, like, if it was 3 points of entry or 2 points of entry, maybe we'd stand a chance. But 4 points of entry, no, it's too much. It'll spread their forces out too much. We need them to blob together so the artillery and missile units can do the most damage. But like I said, I'll just do what I can. Alright, those 3 towers there will shoot. Could keep them up on the wall to bog them down, but I don't know, it's not really necessary. I mean, I know that these guys here aren't particularly valuable. Alright, so we got 60 minutes. We're not going to hold out that long. I'll just do the best I can. Alright, stop. Don't be shooting the siege towers. It's utterly pointless, because even if you do blow up the siege tower, which you won't be able to, it's just not going to be enough. We should probably, as much as possible, try to get rid of any, archer units that we can get rid of.
Yes! The clans unite!
Okay, time to get off the
Come
wall.
through! Nothing can stop us! Grudge thrower! We'll guard it! Get moving!
Good, so a few shots hit them, but nothing major. But like I said, standing up on the wall, they're not going to win. Don't forget as well, we're up against a legendary lord here, Skarsnik's commanding. I think.
Vengeance!
Let me just check that, actually. Well, I don't know if he's commanding, but he's definitely here somewhere.
For the ancestors! It is a reckoning!
Trolls are already through, like I said. Alright.
We demand blood! Quarrelers! Charge!
Don't start firing with the artillery just yet. Wait until they clump together. I mean, we've only got 22 shots. Make them count. We're not going to get 800 kills if we waste any shots on, like, trolls.
For the High King!
Good, the miners got back just in time, it seems.
Quarrelers!
May shoot them. Alright, seems like they can move around this way a fair bit, which is fine. Like, if they all clump together in one area,
It is a reckoning!
we can maybe win, but
Warriors!
if they spread out...
Yes, Lord! Dwarf warriors! Warriors! Hit them! Warriors! Aye, as you command!
There we go. See how all of these guys in reserve here, they're not getting shot. Basically. One shot over there wouldn't be too bad. Actually, that might be a waste. Okay, let's start getting some reserves up here.
Warriors. Rage far, rage bust. Iron breakers. Quarrelers.
Okay, yeah, don't waste all your ammo. Okay, they're still firing.
Go! Strike out! Plunderers! Go! For the High King!
Okay, looks like we'll be able to fire into this flank here. Now the problem is as well, like, because they've got such low tier units, it's the value of each shot is pretty low.
Fire! Reload! Fire! Rush thrower!
None of these shots are particularly good.
Miners! Let's start shooting! We demand blood! We demand blood! Shoot! Quarrelers!
Okay, this unit here, right in front of them. Could probably get a shot or two off there, that wouldn't be too bad. He's not going to last that much longer. Let's get some bombs up in there. Let's get the next load ready to go. So you stay there, this guy's closer.
Pop those dwarfen legs! Thunderers! Grudge thrower!
There's always a chance we're going to hit our own units with the artillery, which is why we don't want to clump too many of them there.
Miners! Move! War of vengeance!
Oh, mine is getting wrecked there.
Grudge thrower!
171 kills, not bad.
Stop!
Still got plenty of ammo. Still got plenty of reserves. Our best troops are in reserve still.
Killers!
Save these guys here for when they hopefully run out. They probably won't run out of ammo, but if they ever did. Okay.
Grudge thrower!
Artillery come round over here.
Move off!
Probably get a lot of kills on that.
Thunderers!
Shooting those Night Goblin archers wouldn't be a good use of our ammo. We wouldn't get a good amount of accuracy on that.
Dwarf warriors! Honored! Show us the target, Lord! Move! Withdraw! Born of vengeance! Understood, Lord!
Nice if I could see the balance of power, see how we're doing, but legendary difficulty not allowed.
Out! Vengeance! Stop!
121 kills, 132. Almost out of ammo though. Shit, another guy over here.
Strike out! Go! Angrund! Hit them!
I don't want to be shooting these guys because they're in loose formation, but we're going to do something.
To the ancestor gods!
Wish these guys would be a bit more accurate. 204 kills is not bad. I mean, 24 crappy kills. Yeah, you come over here a little bit.
Grudge thrower! Stop! Vengeance!
So that we avoid, as much as possible, friendly fire.
Taking aim! Shield bearers! All! Quarrelers! We demand blood! Grudge thrower! The next kill is ours!
But he's racking up loads of kills there.
Vengeance! Kill them!
So like I said, the archers are definitely the biggest concern. There's not much I can do about that. Let's get the Thunderers over here. They might be a little bit more useful.
Shoot the wizards! Take them down! Nothing can stop us! Ranged firepower ready!
Get rid of ammo, so you might as well go into melee.
Dwarf warriors! Iron breakers! All magic units! It is a reckoning! Grudge thrower!
It's just not doing enough damage there. Ooh, things are getting real hectic now. Alright, artillery, start bombing in over here. Shouldn't get scared out of that. Draw them a little bit more over this way. Come over here, come over here, come over here. Nope, they're not going to do it.
Hey, as you command! Iron breakers!
No, don't use that.
Vengeance
340 kills. I mean, that's good, but we're not done with him yet, so he has to get out of that combat.
for the High King!
Time to bring him in now. Things are just getting really hectic.
Yes, yes!
Pull them back.
Thunderers!
Nothing's coming over here.
Right about
This guy's out of ammo.
Blow through! Quarrelers! Grudge
Get him out of that.
thrower! For the Canners Anchor! Anu! Yes! Dal! Pump those dwarf
Okay, maybe a good idea to start bringing him up over here and use the powder cakes to just get as many kills as possible.
Warriors!
And as I just keep saying, the biggest... Oh, god damn it. The biggest problem is
Off we go!
the,
Move off! Move! Charge!
is the enemy missile units.
The clans unite! Dwarf warriors! It is a
Okay,
reckoning!
they're getting the artillery out, and we've still got all four operated.
Yes, Thane! Thunderers! For the High King!
Got off the damn artillery again.
Yes, Lord!
Get over here.
On the way! We stay put! Shoot the wizards! For the ancestors!
Didn't really get a chance to juice up any of the powder cake though.
Kill the oath splitters!
Yeah, we still got all four, but I need a good place to shoot. I don't really have one right now. Maybe here would be okay.
Get up your boats! Moving out!
I see three. Where's the fourth?
Pull out!
Kind of stuck there. Oh, they're about to get him out.
On!
Or did it just get destroyed?
Iron breakers! Satisfy the grudge! Move to attack! Quarrelers! Charge!
Yeah, all the quarrelers are out of ammo now.
Thunderers! Fire! Reload! Fire! This won't miss fire! Iron breakers! Withdraw! Dwarf warriors! Aye!
Okay, the gunners don't seem to be firing. Their views obstructed. Come over here.
Pump those dwarven legs!
Because by the time they get there, somebody else is already attacking them.
We demand blood! Axes out, lads! Ah! As you command! For the ancestors!
Do you have any guys hanging around here that I could use? You? I don't know.
Fight! For the Canners Anchor!
Still not getting
Thunderers!
unable to shoot. Maybe move him back a little bit more over this way.
Select target! Shot! Down! Target locked!
Hang on, we got a hero unit over here. The guns are pretty good at dealing with that.
For the ancestors!
Okay, let's get one of the iron breakers to come around over here and use the powder keg on that. And make sure you kill him. It's not good enough just to make him shatter. So if we held out 5 more minutes, we would have won. If we had set it to that 400 kills. I wanted to get 800, but yeah, 400 is a lot under normal circumstances. But in order to win this, we just need a lot more out of them. It's a good position for this. Really, yeah. Really good position for this. Artillery's only got a few shots left. Now, what are you gonna do?
Iron breakers! Fire on the grudge thrower! And that!
No, you've almost killed him. If we're gonna lose this, at least hurt them. Okay, I want you to come back over here. Look at all this big blob here. If you can put a powder keg into that, that'd be really valuable. Probably end up getting the army loss penalty soon. Because we've used up all of our ammo, and that does count for a lot of balance of power. Get over here.
Plow through! Strike out!
Just shoot over their heads. Actually, what I'll do, pull them over this way.
Our fire undimmed! Iron breakers! Battle! Withdraw!
Oh, we just received the army loss penalty. I'd finally pull off a good maneuver there, and nope, time to run. We were just up against too much. So, valiant defeat. They lost a good portion of their army, but they just had too much. As their reinforcements kept pouring in, the balance of power kept looking worse and worse and worse. It would have been nice if we could have fought to the death, but this is just what happens. Funny thing is, the iron breakers, we didn't really get a good use out of them, but we couldn't use them properly until the end. If I had put them there at the beginning, they would have just gotten killed without getting hundreds of kills. Oh well, they've occupied it. This was to be expected. He's left it. It's too far gone. The thing is, even if we had one, they would have just besieged it and captured it a little bit later down the track. So it seems a bit ridiculous how many armies they've got. They're not that large. Another reason why it's good to go after Sartosa. We go to Sartosa, and we don't share a border with them anymore. They don't normally send that many troops cross-country to come get us. Maybe one every now and again. But still likely have other enemies. Hopefully, if we get the Empire to declare war on them, that would be good. Now, in terms of money, I mean, it's bad, but we didn't lose that much of it. Public order doesn't matter right now.
True king of 8 peaks.
Right.
Revenge in
Zarexil. It's recovering. Should be able to handle that. Now, speak to the border princes and
Greetings, stranger.
join war against parts of Sartosa. See if we can get some cash out of them for this.
As you say, sir.
Cool. Now, if we speak to... let's just have a look at Crooked Moon. Yeah, they're not at war with the Empire. That's the big problem. They're just single-mindedly focused on the player. Now, we can go and take out that army, but there's far more value in capturing these territories. Probably just auto-resolve that, should be sufficient. Yeah, damage is nothing. Now, we want to sack and occupy, because we don't actually need this province.
I'm going.
This is just a stepping stone towards the other region. Cool, some new regiment of renown. And all that money will... it pays for their full upkeep for a turn. Now, next turn, we grab this. Maybe even disband one of these other units and grab the Peak Guard, but... Peak Gate Guard, sorry, but they're a bit on the expensive side. Now, public order is going to be difficult to maintain here, but the defenses will be so strong that whatever rebels show up here, it shouldn't be a problem.
True king of 8 peaks.
We need enough money to make sure that when we get there, we can build all the buildings that we need to keep it under control. Because we're likely going to have to build walls. Alright, what else do we need? Yeah, you will need that, because eventually you want to get organ guns. Once you get organ guns, you're good. Let's see here. That's a really good ability as well, but right now we need that extra ammunition. Even though we don't have that many missile units, it's all gonna come in. It's all gonna help. Alright.
Lun's air.
Right, we'll be at full strength next turn, and none of these settlements here are gonna be lost this turn, so it's not gonna change that much. Alright, moving on. Then once we've captured Sartosa, what should we do after that? Well, we'll have to finish up Aranessa one way or another. I kind of hope she captures Miragliano, because if she does that, then we can go and capture Miragliano. But right now, we can't do that because... nah, she's coming to us. Now we should capture the other settlement before we bother... we don't need to defend Lucini, is what I'm trying to say.
Step forth, true friend of the Angrund.
Let me see if I can get them to join war against Crooked Moon. No. Then I don't want a military alliance. Because then they'll just drag me into fights that I just don't care about.
Long have I fought and suffered for my people.
The fuck? Yeah, call them in. Not a huge concern. Bretonnians suck against dwarves. Right now. On campaign. I remember back in the day, in multiplayer, I would never lose against dwarves. As Bretonnians. Like once or twice out of like 50 times. Yeah, money's too tight right now. We don't need extra leadership. That's not what... we're already good for that. Would have been nice if they had gone here. It's not a horrible army, but they do have artillery. So like I said, we have to go for Sartosa. Jeez, that is a big loss of income. Because of all the raiding. We'll loot and occupy this. And we have to win. And once this is well defended, it should be much better protected against greenskins. Not because the greenskins aren't strong, but because the greenskins are far less likely to come over to Sartosa. Okay, the best place to attack from would be right from this corner here. It's the weakest point. This is as far as the settlement's concerned, exactly the same as Karakizor. But what we're trading it for, Karakizor that is for a settlement that's at level 4. Even though it's, you know, we lost our capital, was it really that valuable? I mean, it provided us with 600 gold. I'm sure I can get more out of this. It's got a port. Alright. So you stand there.
Begone! Battle ready! War of vengeance!
So I don't know if they're going to be shooting those kegs.
For the ancestors!
26 ammo, alright.
For the ancestors! Yes! Dwarf warriors! Slayers! Kazukan Kazukita!
Would have loved more artillery, but this is all we got. Hopefully when we capture this, we'll actually get to keep the artillery building. It doesn't get demolished. So we have to destroy both of these fort towers. We should be able to do that with just one load of artillery. And if that's all they do, well, so be it. Yeah, they'll have enough ammo. Hang on. If you come over here, isn't there... Shit, I think that affected it. The blind zone at the moment is pretty small, so we do need to take this one out as well. And then that gives us a really big blind zone. Now we don't have to wipe out their forces on the wall. Okay, the units with the magic attack will be good against the sirens. But at the same time, they'll have magic attack as well. So it's sort of like fighting fire with fire, which is not the way to go. We wanted to bring in our rangers, use up their ammo. They've got 25 shots. Now, I've personally found that quarrelers are actually better than rangers, because it's the same amount of damage per shot, but quarrelers do have more ammo, and plus they're cheaper. Again, to each their own. Send you over there as well. You don't fire at will, neither do you. Actually, a Rune of Wrath and Ruin on them, that's probably going to be the way to handle this. Still got some ammo left, but we'll just see. Might be best to come around over this way. I have to get rid of some of these gunners, but then they'll keep putting more guys up on the wall. We'll see. Actually, why don't I come around here? It's out of their range, and then we shoot them up on the walls here. Good, that's doing decent damage. So, okay. Yeah, we got a nice open playing field now. So yeah, we don't want to sack and occupy, even though we'll make more money. We want to hold on to this. This is essentially our new capital. him taking out that Siren, that's essentially him doing his worth for the battle. Alright. Zombie pirate gunnery mob, or... Yep, go for that. Decent amount of damage. Yeah, for one shot. Gotta make sure every shot counts. Stop. Alright, last one of these. Oh, good, they're crumbling. Good, he wiped it out. And you got 129 kills. That's okay. Like I said, I would have really liked more rangers, but we just make do with what we got. Try and find a good target to shoot. We'll just use them one at a time. Doesn't matter if we run out of ammo. Sorry, at a time. We'll just... It'll draw and then we'll fight them again. And the second time will be a lot easier. Because we'll have made the effort to thin these guys out. Okay, depth guard with pole arms. Yeah, we should really prioritize shooting them. But I have to get a good shot. It's more important to get a good shot than to shoot a valuable target. No, it's not a good shot. And that's not a particularly good shot either. If he doesn't get sufficient number of kills, we're going to struggle with this battle. That's a decent shot. There we go, getting some good shots on those depth guard. Those are some pretty decent units. Okay, I'd say at this point here, they've done their worth, so that's great. Cool. Next. So those sirens... Yeah, those other sirens are gone. Good, the more units they crowd over here, the better. Less chance of us not hitting something. Yeah, if he can finish off these two units of depth guard, I'll be happy with that and we can begin the assault. Okay. Let's go depth arm with pole arms. Yeah, loads of kills. Alright, let's start getting ready to assault. Cool, I'm pretty happy with how that initial part went. It just would have been great if we had more ammo, especially against vampire account type units. Well, vampire ghosts, I guess. Would have been really useful. Fighting in melee is not my preferred way of fighting in on legendary difficulty. It's just the dumbest way to go about it. You know, to put it bluntly. Now we should set up the Dwarf Warriors first, because they can be replaced. These other ones, well, I guess they can be replaced as well.
This will be a grudge answer. I keep my oaths.
They're going up as well.
Nothing can stop us. This is the age of reckoning.
So why can't we go up on the wall? Oh, get back.
Skulls.
Why can't we get up on the wall then? Fine, go up this way then.
Charge! Stop climbing.
I mean, they're not doing any damage anyway.
Slayers!
Save the Slayers for the large units,
Stop us!
obviously.
Dwarf warriors!
Okay, back off, back off. Wait until they're in combat so they can't shoot. Back off. That's doing too much damage there.
Charge! Let us bleed for the cloud! Ready to serve! We demand blood! Nothing can stop us!
They almost ran out of ammo. And considering they haven't really done that much damage.
Kill lurks! Dwarf warriors!
Alright, now they're locked in combat, we can get up here without getting completely bombed.
Move to
None of
attack
them actually died.
for the Caravan
Now they
Corps! Nothing can stop us! Blow through! Iron hammer! They have wronged us!
Okay, I think the hard part of the battle's over. We just need to finish the rest of this off. Yeah, we'll be fine. We got this. Our guys seem to be doing pretty well. So I don't need them up on the wall. Funny thing is, each segment of wall can only have one ladder, so even though you could technically put the ladder up here or there, you can't put up both because it is technically one segment of wall. Alright, let's get the Slayers up on the wall now. Right, you come stand over here, and you can fire down on them. Same with you, get up on the wall. Get up on the wall so that you can fire down on them. Probably not going to do a hell of a lot of damage, but it's better than nothing. Is he firing? Yeah. Get over here. Gotta wonder if he's actually taking more damage than he's dishing out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, they're not doing a lot of damage. Would have been much better against infantry. But they're still doing something. Might as well. Oh, there we go. Off the walls we go. You can stay there. Everyone else goes down. Good, ripping them to shreds here now. Because the Slayers would be much more useful over here, but we can't exactly teleport them. The army loss penalty on them should be inflicted soon. Actually, they are... Oh, there we go. Army loss penalty. Cool. Yeah, it sucks, don't it, when you've got reserves and you don't get to use them? Yeah, shithead. All you have to do is go near them, they'll get the army loss penalty. Or they'll go to disintegrating as soon as we go near them. And we still had 24 minutes left to spare. And our army's still in decent shape. Not going to lose any units. But I don't think we're going to be out of the financial shit right away. He's not disintegrating. Oh. He didn't do that much damage to us. Good. That's more or less the end of the Pirates of Sartosa. It's not the complete end, because we still have to eliminate that army. They're going to recapture Lucini, or Lucini, I don't know how it's pronounced, it doesn't matter. But they don't have any strong base of operations to work from again. They won't be able to get high tier units. And now we'll be able to get the high tier units, get ourselves some organ guns. I think they're tier 4 units. Loot money, ugh, not much. It's tempting to sack it, but we'd actually lose more than we'd gain from that. So just loot not to worry. It always goes down one level, so might as well loot. All right, so what do we got here? So it's definitely going to revolt. We can't stop that from occurring. So over here, repairing this provides various different trade goods. Don't worry about that too much. Then we've got Smithy's Tavern here. Repairing that would help with public order considerably, and a bit of money. Yeah, that is pretty good, but it does cost us a bit to repair. The Slayer Shrine, I don't know if we really need that right now. We don't need to repair that. That will be able to get full use out of it. Repairing this, no. Yeah, so I'd probably just want to repair that one there to get the full public order bonus. Alright, what else? There's also wine if we need more public order. So that's all been done. We need walls. We can't spend too much money. We've only got 10 terms worth of revenue there. Now, We can recruit Longbeards now instead of Dwarf Warriors, but we have to keep in mind that Longbeards are a little bit more expensive, not hugely more expensive. We should definitely get Quarrelers instead. Quarrelers, yeah. Okay, so get rid of this one here, because he's badly damaged anyway.
Zulrikad.
Get that. Yeah, I know, we gotta pay extra. Dragonback Slayers. I mean, they're good, but these are kind of anti-large as well. 213, 20. Okay, so they're actually going to cost more. Alright, let's have a look here. There's nothing they've got here to reduce upkeep either, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah. Thing is, you need the Grimnir's air one as well instead of Axe Lord. Oh, what can you do? Okay, so let's see here. This will have to be an hour and a half episode, I think. I don't think we're walking out of this one without a second episode. Cool, cool. Glad these guys are free. And almost immortal. Okay, so at Sartosa, it's currently making 491. It's a little bit unpleasant, that's probably why. So we'll need the Trinket Maker. And if we build the Trading Depot, that'll help reduce the upkeep, the penalty to revenue. Like I said, I just don't think we need... The only thing we'd really need the Slayer Shrine for is that Untainted. But as I said before, Revolts, it doesn't matter. The defenders will be able to handle it. So get rid of it. And that way we can get ourselves a bit of money back. It's just not urgent. I'd demolish this as well if we had a barrack somewhere else, but we don't. So, like I said, we still need more Quarrelers.
Iron armor. Yes.
4 missile units. Probably want to get more than that. So looking at this army here, the biggest concerns are definitely going to be the artillery. I might be able to dick them around a lot so that they waste their ammo. Maybe. That's a big maybe there. But when it comes down to an actual skirmish, we'll rip them to shreds. Provided we've got enough of them. So, I will merge another one.
Ready, Lord of the Angrund.
And get another unit of Quarrelers. Yeah, so it is a tier 4 unit, the organ gun. We should get this, but money, it's gonna be tight. Peg Street pawn shop's not actually crucial. Let me just see if we got any trade agreements, or if we can get some more. Nope. And our current trade agreement's not worth a whole lot anyway. Nobody can trade with us. Alright.
Don't be done.
Now, next step. What's the next plan of action? Well, we got to get rid of parts of Sato. So let me just see if I can actually get a peace treaty.
Me on my ship.
Losing a lot of money per turn. But this settlement here, once it's fully repaired and everything, it could end up being more valuable. No, that wouldn't be worth it, considering how tight the money is. It'd be an extra 200 income per turn. And would it take 20? Would it take 12 turns to repair that? Actually, it might. Because it'll prioritize other things first. This is why I'm thinking I should probably demolish this. Because like trade is just not a big deal, and it's not even that much. It's kind of actually a shit building. I mean, it's alright for this kind of stuff here, but as far as the landmark is concerned, it's kind of shit. Right, let's demolish that so that I could build something else there instead. and I will repair this, okay, and let these two here repair on their own. So once that's repaired, that'll also provide a bit more gold as well. Okay. Imminent rebellion. Well, that'll be for them to deal with. Commandment available as well. So let's have a look at the untaintedness. Okay. Let's see. What should we do? Yeah, we'll go with this. Eventually, we're going to want to stop the revolt. Okay, moving on. Yeah, standing no chance there. Oh, that's cool. Took out that unit at least. Ha, the rebellion actually blocked them off. Sucks shit. Oh, they got a confederation. Probably for the best. One army, maybe I could defend that. Maybe. Turn. Now our best option is probably going to be to attack them now before they recover, if they haven't already.
That is not warranted. Not.
Oh, okay. This one, yeah, they recruited another unit as well. Oh, I guess they just raised the dead. Yeah, they recovered almost to full. How are we? We've recovered almost to full as well, so it would be almost a fair fight, because we've got to take into consideration they'll get, I think, half of these guys will be it. Just got to decide whose army is better. Alright, it's good that you're now immortal, you can't be killed. No more death for you. Just this guy here needs to be leveled up. So, financially wise, it helped a fair bit. This is actually now better than what Karakizor was. And we can keep developing it. It's because it's higher level. So that's worth an additional 100. It's good. Just let that repair on its own. What else do we need here? So we're going to need that in order to build the organ gun. But that's a tier 4 building. Then the other thing that we can build, mostly for finances, we could get that for public order. But then again, this is providing plus 10. It is on legendary difficulty though. A lot of corruption. It's going down because of characters. Once we leave the area, it'll be at 50-50 because assuming that we win at Lucini, whatever. That character will disappear with it. Let me just leave it, and we'll just see how we go here. Alright.
Kill him!
Let's do this. Okay, so it's going to be... Actually, if we go Lightning Strike, they'll have just a tiny... I don't know why it lowers our balance of power. If you see it, actually lowered it. But don't worry about this, just auto-resolve. It lowers their leadership by a tiny amount. So they'll just start crumbling just that little bit earlier. The biggest concern here is definitely going to be the carronade and the mortar. We have to, as much as possible, try to waste that ammo. If we could hide the artillery... Hang on, is there any trees? Yeah, there's trees. If we could hide the artillery so they don't see them, they might not rush at us. Alright, let's do this. Because taking out all of that artillery, that would be, you know, that would be good to make sure that they... That's 2 units where they just can't do anything with. Now, getting one of the ethereal ones, they resist physical damage, not necessarily missile damage.
Show us the target.
But at the same time, we've got this sweet high ground here. Yeah, I'm gonna take the high ground.
Unite!
Have to move everyone up. Alright, who's gonna be the guy who's gonna take all the damage? We'll make the runesmith do it because we don't really want him in combat anyway. Alright, let's see, what are they gonna do? No, don't fire. Actually, yeah, do fire it. Actually, no, don't fire it. That'll stop them. They won't come at us if they don't. If we don't shoot. I think. Hang on, we need to move forward a little bit.
Bless our aim! Charge! The clans unite! Plow through! Nothing can stop us!
Right. I think they're just repositioning their artillery at the moment. Then they usually... Let's see here. Okay, there's the range of it. We're not in range yet. They'll just hit whatever's available. Even if it's not a good target. And they've even got the trees in front of them, so it might block the shots. Yeah, good. This is perfect here. And we just dodge as many of the shots we can. I know it's cheesy, but it doesn't matter. We can't just win this battle, we have to win it well. And those are their strongest units. Neutralizing them is a big deal. They won't start coming at us unless we actually hit them with the artillery, which is why I've told them not to shoot. There's some really good spots there for shooting, though. Oh, we're not really in range. They just want to reposition again? Fine, whatever. Where are they? I can't see them. Maybe their shot's obstructed. If we come up over here, it won't be obstructed. Would you stop moving? Fuck me.
They have wronged us! Go!
Gotta waste their ammo. You don't have to keep repositioning, I'm not. Oh man, hitting that blob right there. Okay, good. This is what I want. I want them to use up their ammo. Especially the mortars. And especially the carronade. So both of them, basically. Okay, there they go. Looks to me like their garrison actually came in full strength. Kind of bullshit, but whatever. Bloody AI buffs. What are you gonna do? They're still idiots. Also, being in the water might help to dampen the blow of these explosions. Let's have a look. So the mortar's used up about a quarter of its ammo. There's the carronade there. Oh, yeah, good placing of the carronade. Good job, AI. Yeah, so we're gonna put the cannons in front of an obstruction. Come over here, won't be obstructed. It looks like only 3 out of 4 of the cannons are firing at the moment. They've used up about a fifth of the ammo. I don't think a single shot's hit yet. If they do hit, we'll have extra ward save. And the thing is, this is actually helping us to win the battle. They're losing balance of power right now. They can't get good hits in. And even if they're getting kind of okay hits, like they wouldn't be getting, even if they make a direct hit with the mortar, it's just not going to do anything. But the carronade can. Yeah, it's doing about 50 damage per hit. Doesn't have enough ammo to kill me. Things looking good at the moment. I might not even worry about the carronades. Oh, no. Because their shot's going to be obstructed, but then again, they lose balance of power just by shooting us. If I come around over here a little bit more, I might be able to get the tree to block some of the shots and have all 4 of their artillery shoot. So it just speed things up a bit. Yeah, I think all 4 are shooting now. Okay, mortar's almost out. Okay, mortars are out of ammo, and we just gotta wait for the carronade. Once the carronades are out of ammo, they will charge. Probably. Just a little bit more. I know it's cheesy. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Like I said, it's not just about winning the battle. We gotta make sure we don't take much damage because the Crooked Moon are on their way. Maybe 3 volleys left. Just a few more shots. Okay, you know what? Don't worry about that last little bit there. Let's move forward now. Even if it does shoot us, they're only going to get 1 more shot in. So 10 casualties. Imagine if they had shot the entire time. So I said the carronades were a bit of a concern. I like the position that I've got here. I want them to... I suppose we can move just a little bit more forward. And that way, yeah, the artillery's in range. And here they come. As I said, this is why we didn't want to shoot them at the beginning of the battle. Geez, they're already crumbling just because... I mean, they are goblobbers, so they get the reduced leadership, so that certainly helps.
We demand blood.
To the verge!
Aye! This instant!
65 kills, not bad.
This won't miss fire! Battle ready! War of vengeance!
I get the Slayers down here, they'll be good at dealing with that. Okay, you guys shoot those Sartosa militia. You shoot... We got zombie pirate gunnery mob. Actually, no, shoot this over here. Did they just use one of those explodey units? They may have.
The ancestors!
You need to get back a little bit.
Yes! Yes! Die! Bring on! The runes glow. Obey me! Take your targets well! Battle!
Things look like it's going reasonably well. Obviously, a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing too severe.
Demand blood! Dwarves!
But Slayers need to be going after the monsters.
Warriors! Shoot the wizards!
Go!
Root through her! I will need dwarf warriors!
Get over here.
Guild approved!
Those scurvy dogs could be a problem.
This is an order! True king!
By the Layer's will.
Root through her!
Oh, so they're not undead. They're not crumbling. Interesting.
This is a reckoning!
Ah, shit.
Go!
Alright, so what we want to try and do is have this explodey unit blow up in his face. Oh, I don't know if that's actually a good idea.
Plow through!
The Slayers are in loose formation. They're not going to die from this.
Rock out! Quarrelers! Take him down!
It is an order!
Understood, Lord! Scoff! Slayers! The Darby are ready!
Oh, shit.
Quarrelers! Slayers! Quarrelers!
Damn, they did a lot of damage really quickly there.
Wow! Through!
But now they're pinched.
Zulrika! Plow through! Move now! Quarrelers! Kazoo! Dowie! Attack! For the ancestors! Quarrelers!
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Now! Dwarves! Ready axes!
Okay, good. Those scurvy dogs are gone, so you can get back on the artillery.
Will do! Vengeance!
Good. Looks like they just got the army loss penalty. Yep. Cool. And our army is still in decent shape, so it was worth doing things the way that we did. Certainly helped that we had the high ground there. And that will end the Pirates of Sartosa. Now, of course, it's an enemy that I declared war on. It wasn't one that we had to deal with, but I saw profit in dealing with it. saw no profit in trying to defend Karakizor. It just wasn't possible. Like, if we had the army inside the city, maybe. But it wasn't in there. And as I said, even if we did, they would have just besieged it again straight away. Look at that, finances are slightly better than it was when we started. So they're gone, right? Yep, gone. So that means the hero here also gone. There is going to be a revolt though.
Revenge
Okay.
incarnate.
Now at the settlement. Yeah. So is that Skarsnik? Yeah, it is.
Lord of the Angrund.
Well, we need some time to replenish now. A little bit damaged. I wouldn't mind coming back here and actually getting another quarreler unit. Right, so looking at this, what are we going to do? So we've got corruption minus 18. That's going to take a long time to go away. Looking at this, it'll eventually get to 50%. Other problems include provincial instability. That's fine. That'll go away when it revolts in 2 turns. Then there's 2 loads of devastation. That'll go away eventually. Then there's our faction and events. Yeah, can't do much about that. Thing is, we do want... Oh, we've got that being built. I do want this. What was the other thing I was going to build? Yeah, that. Because we need that in order to get the organ gun. But we kind of can't afford it anyway. Well, how about we do this? I'll build this first. And then that'll help us maintain public order. And once we've found another place where we can build this, we can demolish it and build something else there instead. Build the build something else. Okay. What do you need now? I'm gonna get that just in case we need to use global recruitment. Now, in terms of conquest, might be a good idea to... Well, Myrmidons is not well defended. We should... not valuable, I mean. How many territories does the Greenskins have now?
So,
Right, let's see. Greenskins have... They're number 1. Oh, God, 25 regions. So the dwarfs are over here. If we could meet up with them... We haven't met them yet. But if we could make our way to Barakvar... That's Barakvar, right? Yeah. It's tricky because we don't know what's there. Well, how about this? We're at an hour and a half, just about. We'll end the turn here. And then we'll see how we go next time. But overall, I think we've made a good start. We've got him a new semi-capital. It's not actually the capital. Somewhere in a much safer position. But yeah, we're probably going to have to go back there to repel the defenders, to repel the revolt, and just for the first time. Plus, defeating that revolt will give us some more cash. Just need time for the walls to build. Once even just 1 tier of walls is built, no vampire count rebellion's going to be able to defeat them. Actually, I wonder if the vampire coast actually comes back. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we're not going to win this, but I'll try and do as much damage to them as possible, but we're not going to fight this now. Leave this for next time. Anyway, so that's the end of this one, so like and subscribe. Part 2 is next, and we'll see you next time, fuckers. Also, don't forget to check out the other Saving Your Disaster campaign that I did last time. See you next time, fuckers.